Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. We've got a big show lined up, but first let's get our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center. And it's going to be a little cooler today. It's going to be a high of 87 and a low of 75, but looking toward the weekend, they're calling for a high only of 84, and then on Saturday they're talking about a low of 65, on Sunday a low of 62. So that's some good news for the weekend. Our water temperature remains at 84 degrees. Now exactly 1 month ago today, our water temperature was 88 degrees. So it had, in a month's time now, it has dropped 4 degrees. So we'll stay on top of this weather, on this water temperature, doing our weather report on a daily basis, because right now it's getting really important. Late September and early October, you really see some movement in that water temperature. Take a look at our river readings. They're staying about the same. The Apalachicola at Bluntstown is a 2.7, and the Choctawhatchee at Caryville is also, ironically, a 2.7. And not a lot of movement in either one of them, but they're in good shape. They're good and low if you like to fish in low water. Now take a look at our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Their motto is "When Carrying Counts." High tide this morning at 9:13 and a low tide at 6:31, September the 10th. And looking toward the weekend, not having any really strong tides coming up for the weekend. After this weekend, I looked at a calendar a while ago. If you look at it this way, after this weekend, we'll only have 2 weekends left in September. But the good news, we have 5 weekends in October, so that's going to be exciting. Marine forecast be west-southwest at about 10 to 15, and they're calling for about a 50% chance of rain today. So check out a break and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. We're going to try to get caught up on some pictures, and I've got them, I was telling Jeff, I got them sort of scattered through here, so we might run across all kind of stuff, but y'all have been really good about sending in pictures. I get a lot from the viewing audience. I get some from the Panama City Fishing page, and just all kind of good things as far as actually seeing what's going on. So we're going to start, we're not going to start here locally, we're going to start in Alaska. Yeah, I was telling Jeff, this is a good friend of mine from high school, Tammy Miller, and I can't remember a married name now. She's lived in Vero Beach since she left college, but a sweet girl, she and her husband are fishing up in Alaska, and she's going to see this on YouTube tonight. So I just want to, good job, Tammy. Tammy's actually from South Georgia. We had a group of kids that drove from South Georgia to Quincy High School in those days, and she and her sister were one of them. So sweet girl, Tammy. All right, now let's go to some local fishing, get out of Alaska. Kyle Pridgeon is a regular on sending us some big bass pictures. And he is a serious bass fisherman. He enjoys it, always got a big smile. Good job there, Kyle Pridgeon. Okay, this is hurricane forecasters in Florida be like. Okay, you understand? When that storm gets off of Africa, this is what they draw. And then they're going to narrow it down for us. We'll narrow down the hurricane track. And that's about how it looks, ain't it? Those spaghetti strands, I don't know if they never are accurate, I promise you, from the beginning. So hopefully at the beginning I always put them on Panama City because you're safe then. Okay, now, sweet girl here. This is graduated last year in my class. And Brittany Erdman, she's gator hunting with her dad, and she's representing, she sent me the email, said, "Coach, I'm representing Panhandle Outdoors with your shirt on." So they caught a gator, okay? And you can see she's got a tail of it. They wasn't big enough. They caught it, and she's releasing it there. This is the other night, and here it is. She had a good time fishing and all, and catching that gator. Brittany Erdman, good job, Brittany. This I don't know the young lady here, but we're doing this shark washed up there in St. George Island last week. Just getting around and showing you the picture of Mako at St. George. That's a healthy-looking mouth right there. Okay, I got a couple pictures of Mom. I'm just going to run through here. We're picking them out for the obituary and for the program. They just happen to be in here. And then this is the picture we showed that we put on the program at the funerals, at the services, and that's at Mom and Dad their 50th anniversary. So we're just in there. Okay, let's go to this next one here. I'm not a bird expert, but I believe there are 4 females and 1 male. I just couldn't resist putting this in. I thought that was cute. Okay. A friend of mine sent me a verse. Let me see, Jeff, I'm going to go through a couple of these to right over here, okay? Now, this is Mandy Miller Warren. Miss Mike Miller's granddaughter. Their daughter, the youngest daughter called her Peanut, but she caught the biggest fish down in Howard's Creek the other day on the family fishing trip. That was a big old smile on her face. Good job, honey. Now, now this is a little fuzzy and all, but this is a hog hunting at night. These guys here. This is H&H. What do they call themselves? They're let me find my notes here. They're out of Mariana, and they really do a good job. It's H&H Wildlife Crop Damage Control out of Mariana. H&H Wildlife. They're in Peanut Field. Jeff Helms there. Good job there, fellas. Now let's go to Labor Day. All these things, next few pictures are going to be all Labor Day pictures, as most of them have been Labor Day weekend. This scallops out of Port St. Joe. You know, we haven't given some really big scallop reports, but folks, lately I've got them in. This is one of my close friends out of high school with his son. This is Richard Suber May from Quincy. He came down. If I get a chance, Richard Suber May, his granddad, his great-granddad actually, homesteaded out there at 38. I want to tell you a story about the May family in 1925. A lot of times, Scott Lindsay writes an article about the May cottage, and he's a direct descendant there. But look at those big old scallops out of that bag. Okay, another Labor Day picture. This is really actually, this is John Corlett. He's in it behind the mask. He's a good fisherman, though. I saw him the other day at Mexico Beach. First sailfish there. All right. Jeff Johnstone, right behind Shell Island. Just the family really went boating behind Shell Island. He took his fishing rod. Jeff's the descendant of Tom Johnstone, the local, started McDonald's here for many, many years. Jeff's a good fisherman. If you're floundering at night, now this is sort of what you want to be looking for. You see that little outline. A lot of times it's not going to be really clear, but you're going to have that outline there, and you just want to gig toward the head if you can. Here's the first one. This is Carly Kaiser on her first king. She's the wife of Carly Kaiser Sostheim. She's the wife of Joy. He's been on the show before. He's a big fisherman, and this is her first king. Good job there, Carly. All right. This is, I did not put this in intentionally. It was just some pictures. If you're doing Throwback Thursday, that was me in my younger days at Mosley. We'll move on there. Probably Throwback Thursday, I guess. But I'm using that as another project. It's just with my collection here. How about Evan Zachary? He's a regular on showing pictures here. Big river bass. Evan is a great little fisherman. Okay, then I got some more Jeff in here. Okay, let's go down. Let me see. Let's go to, I think I showed this red snapper yesterday, didn't I? Okay, let's look at this one right here. We're looking, Andy Cobb got a brand new boat, a big old boat too. You can see it's a big boat. Andy's a firefighter. He's been on the show before. And this is the first fish that he caught on his new boat. Now, not a whopper, but it's important. That's his first fish on a new boat. Good job, Andy. Oops, that's some other junk there. And let me see, got a couple of more pictures here, and we're gonna wrap it up. Mitch Coleman sent a couple of pictures. This is from Mexico Beach. It's Tracy Jones from Pale City, Alabama. Okay, some nice red snapper over Labor Day weekend. And then another party went out. They're from South Georgia. This is Chris Hardison and his son Cole Hardison fishing public numbers. And Mitch brought a point that these red snapper didn't have any eggs this time of year compared to summer where it had a lot of eggs there. And Victor Hathcote sent some pictures. He's a good fisherman. Hogtown Bayou over in Choctawhatchee Bay. Some good fish there, nice red fish. Also got into some jacks, okay? So good. That catches up on the pictures. Thank you all for sending those in. Really, you see, had a lot of activity going on around the Labor Day weekend, that 3-day weekend. A lot of folks got outdoors. Got a couple of quick announcements here. Hunter Safety Internet Completion Course. We'll try to announce them as soon as we get them in. But now this one is this Saturday. It's going to be in Liberty County at the Woodman of the World camp there on Highway 20, right outside of Hosford. And you know the situation, you need to go ahead and register, but it's this weekend, September the 12th, okay? And have an adult with you, and you all know by now what all we need to do. Now next Saturday, not this Saturday, but on September 19th, down at St. George Island, they're having a free women's fishing clinic on the St. George Island. This is one they do on occasion. It's for women only. The lessons include knot tying, cast netting, rod and reel, rigging, how to become a responsible marine resource steward. If the weather's if the weather's decent, they're going to take you out fishing out probably from the in the bayside over there. That's going to be on September 19th from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock on that Saturday there. So learn the skills that, you know, a lot of folks move in down here and don't get exposed to it. It's a great way to be exposed to it. I've said before, it's sort of like a dressed up outdoor education class, and they're doing it in one day. So that should be good. It's going to be on St. George Island State Park. That's on the east end of the island from 9 o'clock. Both these times now, Eastern Daylight Times. I'm talking about these two items from the FWC. All right, we're going to take our break and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. I got a call yesterday from Brad Stevens, Sunjammers. You know, we had this north wind coming in, and it really was nice and cool, but also the downside of north wind in the fall, when it brings these dog flies, yellow flies, black flies, and all these flies out of the woods, and I call them biting flies because they make a chunk out of it. But what he's called for, they have a fresh supply of cactus juice, and a lot of folks use that cactus juice as far as that, and so run by Sunjammers and pick that up, especially if we go in the woods this weekend, because we're going to get some more north wind. Now, the early duck season, let's talk about it briefly. It's not this weekend, but it's next weekend. It happens always toward the end of the month of September. It's going to be September 19th through 23rd, be wood duck and teal, and be shooting hours 1/2 hour before sunrise to sunset, bag limit 6, and only 2 could be wood ducks. And possession limit, we'll skip all that, you know pretty well. Then the next weekend after that will be teal only. So if you got some teal, you can hunt those the next weekend also. So you can hunt teal both weekends and wood duck on one weekend. Teal season, I said the next weekend, the next 4 days, September 24th through 27th. So you have one solid week there. The first part of that weekend will be teal and wood duck. The last part will be teal, okay? And that takes care of that. Okay, we're getting ready to set up a video. We had a chance to run it there briefly to the this Labor Day weekend out there to Harley Davidson and their bike and boat show. Had a really good time. Got to see Mark and Michael Cowart, and got to see some of our sponsors. I always like to support our sponsors, and had a little talk with them. So let's run this video, Jeff.
All right, first competitor making their presentation. All right, here's our first presentation right here. What's your name? Cindy from Half Baked Oyster Bar. Now that looks good. I mean, the presentation has a lot to do with it, and that is good. What do we have on the in the bowl there?
That's our sugar strips. That's our better smoked gooey chicken strips. Then we've got a fresh pepper medley, garlic, white wine, butter, cajun tom sauce. And then these are some of our popular oysters, because they're way out there. Those are baked oysters with butter, garlic, seasoning, shrimp, crappie, smoked gooey cheese.
Man, that looks fantastic. Well, I got to tell you, Mark, there's a phone call for you in the office. You got to go. I'll take you with you. And I'll sit down here and take your place. Man, that looks tasty right there. Well, there you go, digging into it there. Our first seafood competition, our competitor that is Jimmy from the Half Baked Oyster Bar. Now they're all wearing their sunglasses here, as you should on a bright sunny day like today. We can't see their eyes and their expression as they take a good taste right there. But man, I tell you what, that. You must be our chef from the craft bar. What's your name?
Gary.
All right, Gary, do you want to tell them what they have there?
Basically, it's a paella, a classic Spanish dish, someone like jambalaya. We'll have shrimp, mahi, chorizo sausage with a saffron and seafood sauce.
All right, well, that sounds pretty tasty there. Seafood paella. Master's Big Kahuna Cafe. But you'll find that also on Thomas Drive at a whole different end of this. It's like I always say, down by the condos on that stretch of Thomas Drive. And what's your name? Shelley, you want to tell them what they have there?
That right there is our hoagie potato salad. It's raw with our in-house hoagie sauce that we make and seaweed salad on the side.
I've been talking about that hokey pokey salad all weekend long, and so now here's a chance for them to taste it. Off of my car. I've never had to go with a mayo before. One of these days. If you'd like, we'll do this America's Got Talent style, where we get to hear from our judges, and then we'll announce the big winner. So, Winston, what did you think there?
Hey, just an excellent taste of local seafood. Okay, excellent sample, excellent taste. The presentation was good. Just the taste itself was really good. I could sit here all day and eat.
I think everybody did a great job. Everything was very, very good, very tasty. Just congratulations to everybody that participated.
It was really good, that when you have such diverse tastes, such diverse textures of food, you realize right away what a great opportunity it is to even come to our market here in Panama City Beach to eat. But, for me, the best thing I had were the oysters from Half Baked, and their presentation was 5. Both of those things for me were 5.
I gave Half Baked oyster a 5. It was a great presentation. It was very tasty. It was excellent.
And I gave Buster's fish taco a 5. Excellent. And then Half Baked for 5 also.
All right, well, sounds like 5s all across the board for Half Baked. All right, so Half Baked is our winner. All right, unanimous judging right there from our officials. Half Baked gets the trophy and the bragging rights. I'll tell you what, like they said, I didn't get to taste it, but the presentation was awesome. I mean, it looked like something that really looked good. They worked hard to put that together for you, so Half Baked. A little photo with Marta there.
All right, folks, I'm out here at a festival, and look who I ran into, one of our favorite sponsors, Leslie. How's it going?
It's going good. Enjoying it.
Well, tell us, this vast selection. So I've already found one. Y'all like this one? Y'all like this one?
Well, as you can see, Winston and I have chosen a style with a stampede string, so if it's windy, the sea breeze, you're all prepared with your stampede string. And then I've got a variety of styles without the stampede string, over 40 selections to choose from. They're all handmade palm leaf hats, which block the sun's rays 98% and offer the UPF of 50.
And listen, you're located, this is just a temporary, you're located on Thomas Drive.
In the shadow box, 1711 Thomas Drive, Panama City Beach, Florida.
All right, we're getting, summer's coming to an end, but we still need a hat for the fall.
Well, you do. Be conscious of protection from the sun's rays 12 months out of the year. It's essential.
And this is so comfortable. It really is. It's wide.
Well, I've gotten addicted to my hat, and that's what I want every customer to become, is addicted to your hat. Just like with your sunglasses, you want to wear a good hat, a good quality hat.
That's true. Well, Lester, thank you so much.
Thank you again.
Okay. Okay, we ran into another one of our sponsors, Will Owen. Hey, Will.
Hey, Winston, how are you?
I'm doing great, buddy. I come over here to your table, and you just got all kinds of stuff. So let's show our, you're one of our great sponsors. We appreciate your sponsorship. So let's show our folks what all you have here now.
Yes, sir. So this is something my wife come up with a few weeks ago. We were talking about how to get a better use out of sea deck. Sometimes we have some extra material left hanging off of a sheet. And so what do we do with the scraps? So everybody's drinking out of these Yeti Rambler cups. So we came up with a wrap and a little spot here on the bottom, so when you sit it down, it don't clink no more.
Yes.
Keeps it cool because the metal gets hot, so this doesn't get hot. Keeps it from denting it and dinging it whenever it falls on stuff. Of course, you can put your logo on it. We got it with letters and monograms and stuff like that. So
yeah, we need that because I have two at home, and my wife keeps trying to get mine. We've had to mark them. That's a good way to mark them.
Yeah. So anyway, those are available at Sun Jammers, old Brad.
Yeah.
And of course, we got them on our website too. So that's kind of fun. Just came out with these about a week ago.
And these are all the different colors you have with your sea deck and all.
Yeah, we'll have any of these colors that somebody wants, we could order it. We got a few in stock right now, but we could certainly order just about anything.
All right.
Yep.
We had a good festival then.
It's a good show, yes sir.
Okay.
We're glad to be here.
Great seeing you again.
Yeah, hey, appreciate it. All right, yes sir.
Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's take a look at our fish and game time today from Counts Realty and Mark Cowart here looking at our times. We're looking at 10:47 and 12:47 right here in the middle of the day. And then later on tonight, 11:09 to 1:09. So that takes care of our time for today. One of the things, I know I got a big fishing report tomorrow, but I sort of want to do like a little later or midweek report to give you a preview of it in case you can't catch the show tomorrow. I've sort of been checking on it. And tomorrow's report is going to be a little bit shorter than normal, so I'm going to start on it today and finish it up tomorrow. But in general, the fishing report, and really you can just take a look at those Labor Day pictures and see what's going on. But really, fishing right now, and I'll quote Justin Leake on this, he said, fishing is on fire. And I agree with that because we're getting a lot of responses in. And here's what's going on offshore. The mahi continues, right offshore at mahi continues to be really strong. Everybody's catching those mahi. It's been a banner year for those. And the red snapper bite, you saw that picture yesterday of that big old 18-pound red snapper 2 miles offshore. And you just saw Mitch Copeland's picture. The red snapper bite, you got all these weekends in the fall to fish for red snapper, so it's an excellent time. Try to, book you a charter if you don't have a boat. If you do have a boat, pick out a good weekend to go, and the red snapper bite's really good. The second thing I talked about off the pier, checked on the pier, they're catching Spanish and bluefish. Now you're talking about having a lot of fun, is catching some Spanish mackerel on a light tackle rig. Don't get heavy line, just get some light tackle and catch some of those Spanish, or get a kid out there doing it. That's a lot of fun. And the same way the bluefish, they're fighting, they're strong fish. So line up on your tackle and just go out there and have a good time. Also inshore, the school of redfish I mentioned yesterday up in North Bay, they were caught over there. They were on the west shore, and then they're over there toward up there in the bayou toward the old airport area. In the North Shore area, and then they're back down. I don't know where they're all going to be this weekend, but there was a big school of redfish in North Bay. And also in East Bay, they've spotted some over there close to the bridge. Now, flounder has been scattered. Also, freshwater has been very good. That mayfly hatch was impressive. I'm talking about that tomorrow, but I've run out of time now. As always, thank you so much for watching our show. We appreciate your viewership. Ask you to always do something good for your fellow man. You have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.